All right, so I'm happy to have you guys on the call tonight. I have a really cool presentation that I prepared for you, so I'm really excited to share it with everyone. But first, I wanted to go over some recognition from our team. So with Success Club 22, we have Carolyn Walker, and it's not even the 22nd of June, so that's pretty freaking awesome. And then we have myself with Success Club 11 and Alicia Hendelson, Success Club 4, James and Emmy and Tootie and Marlene with Success Club 2, and Brianna with Success Club 1. I don't think I missed anybody. I'm sorry if I did. But that's awesome. It's already, like, we're halfway through the month, and a lot of people have some Success Club points. So let's try to make it our goal for everyone to have at least Success Club 5 this month. Sound like a plan? I think we could do it. All right. So I'm going to open up the presentation if it works, hopefully.
Yes.
Okay. And then let me share my screen. So today I'm going to talk about, hold on a minute, I'm having issues over here. Where's share screen? How come I can't find it?
Your video's lagging. I don't know if that's going to mess anything up. Oh, okay.
Just let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see it?
Yep.
You see everything?
Yep.
Okay. So today I wanted to talk about why doesn't everyone do this? I mean, it's the best thing that I've ever done for myself. I know a lot of people on our team feel the same way. So why doesn't everyone do this? And a lot of this information came from the 90 Days to Excellence leadership training with Craig Holliday, which is a series of calls that I had found while I was doing some digging on some top coaches. So I figured I would share that with you. So the questions I would like to answer today are, why is this business so powerful? Why can nothing take its place? And why doesn't everyone do this? I'm going to switch back to this because I can't see any of you when I have it in full presentation mode. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, one of the best things about this business is when you get in, everyone's at a leveled playing field. Everyone starts at the same place. It doesn't matter who you know. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what experience you had or don't have. When you sign up as a coach, everyone starts at the same place. Everyone starts with 0 coaches, 0 volume, and you have the amount of success you have from the time you sign up is dependent on the amount of work that you put in. So it doesn't matter when you start. As long as you just get started right away, it doesn't matter when you start. Okay. And all you need to know to have success is a few things. Where do you want to go? What do you want? And when do you want it? 3 questions. So think about those. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with this? Where do you want this business to take you? What do you want? What is it that you want so badly that if you could achieve that goal, it would make you cry and it would blow your mind? And when do you want it? You need to set a date on your goals because it makes them that much more real. And if you had 10 years to achieve something, if I gave you a task and I told you, here, you have 10 years to go to make $50,000, you have 10 years to do it. You would take 10 years to do it. But if I told you you have 6 months to make $50,000, then you would make $50,000 in 6 months, and you would do everything you had to do to make it happen in that time frame. So having a date on your goal is super, super important. And one thing that was talked about on these calls was determined natural ambition, or DNA. Everyone has a determined natural ambition. And that is a desire to do something so much greater with your life than you've ever done before. Now, whether or not you have found that yet, that it's dependent on the person you are and the things that you're doing. But I know I found it in this business, and a lot of people, I can vouch for them as well, have found their determined natural ambition in this business, and they have found something greater than themselves. It's become something so big that they never imagined that they would ever be doing anything this awesome with their life. And wow, it's Beachbody. So, okay, let's see what else. Also, with as little as $39.95, you can have everything you need to build a successful business. This is a small startup fee. There's no other business that I can even think of that gives you everything you need to be successful for $40. If you were going to go out to make your own business, a lot of times people don't start their own business because they don't have the money to start their own business. But literally $40 at the very least can give you enough tools to get your business started on the right foot. So you really can't do that anywhere else. Another thing, you are in charge. So you decide what you want your business to become. You're sharing your life, you're sharing the dream, and you're sharing the opportunity with the people that you interact with on social media, out in public, or anywhere you go. And there's no specific set of rules or set of guidelines that you need to follow. It's basically you put the work in, you get the work out, and whatever you want this business to become for yourself is what it's going to be. What you think about is what happens. What you focus your energy on is what happens. If you focus your energy on positive things will happen. If you worry about the negative things, then that sucks for you because that's what you're going to get. So you own your life and you own your business. There's no one telling you don't have a boss. Like, you don't have someone telling you need to be here and you need to be there at this hour and you need to make this much and you need to do this. You set your own rules. But one thing I would like to say, while you don't have a boss, it's important that you are the toughest boss that you've ever had on yourself. Not so much judgmental, but to keep you on track. Because sometimes when you're your own boss, you can kind of get sidetracked and be like, oh, I don't have to do this. Like, nobody's going to make me do it but me. So if I don't feel like doing it, whatever, I'm not going to do it. No. If you want to be successful with this, yes, you don't have a boss, but that boss is you, and you need to be extremely hard on yourself to keep yourself on track. Not hard, not like beat yourself up like, oh, I didn't do so good on this, but like down, looking over your shoulder, like, you need to get this done and then you can do what you want. Because to create that life where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, you need to get all of this stuff done first. You got to eat that frog. I'm reading that book, can't you tell? So also, you don't work for Beachbody. You do, but you own your own business. You are the CEO of your business. So while you are connected to Beachbody, and that's cool, and there's a lot of benefits from that, you're still the CEO of your own business, so you need to make it uniquely you. For example, you don't have to post pictures of Beachbody everything, and I highly, highly suggest you don't ever do that. But you need to make it your own, basically, is what I'm saying. You can't copy and paste what other people are doing and expect to be successful. You need to make it your own. You could take their ideas and change it around and make it you, but copying exactly what somebody else did isn't going to get you very far. Okay. You pick your vacation days, you pick your salary, you pick your responsibilities and your duties. You want to go on vacation for the weekend? Go. You don't have to ask off. You don't have to request off. You don't have to worry about, oh, how many sick days do I have left? How many personal days do I have left? Oh, I don't know if I could take off. Oh, I have to miss my children's soccer game because I can't take off of work and I really wanted to go. No. You want to go, go. Nobody's stopping you. And you don't have to worry about work holding you back. Also, if you don't like where you are, you can change it. If you don't like the situation that you're in and you're not doing well, you could change it. If you're in a job and you hate your job and you hate the people you work with and you're only making a certain amount of money and you're on salary, you're stuck. You can't change anything about it. You just kind of have to deal with it. But with Beachbody, you have the power to change your situation if you're not happy with it. And I don't know any other business that allows you to do that. Also, you have an immediate mentorship and support program. So your upline wants you to succeed. We're here for you. We're happy that you're on our team. And every time you do well, it makes us that much more happy for you. We're not competing against each other. Your teammates are not your competition, but we're working together. I know in certain businesses you have your CEO and then you have your whatever's next, managers. I'm not really too savvy with that stuff, but basically you have the head honcho and then you have the not so high up people, and then you go down, and as you get lower and lower and lower, the people are making less money and doing a lot more work than the person up top. It's not like that here. Everyone is working together. I'm not making more than the people below me, and the people below me aren't making less because I'm not making all this money off of these people. I, as myself and anyone who's a leader in this business, is helping the people below them make more money for themselves than those people will ever make for them. And I want you to remember that. When people will ask you, oh, is it a pyramid and all that stuff? No, it's not. Those are illegal, first of all. And you as a leader, you are there to help the people underneath of you be successful and succeed at this business. And you are helping them earn money for themselves. And in doing that, yeah, you get a bonus, but it's not nearly as much as what they're making for themselves. So like if somebody below me is making $20,000 in 6 months, I'm not making $40,000 in that 6 months from them. It just doesn't work that way. Also, your sponsor wants you to succeed more than anyone in your life. Remember that. Okay? Just remember that. You can pass the person who signed you up. I did. Hi, here I am. She's not even here anymore. And people below me who I sign up, if they have the willpower and they have the drive, hell, they could pass me. Carolyn's getting close. She's getting close to me. So, and hey, more power to her. That's great. And I'm proud of her because she deserves it and she's putting the work in. So also, this is just another tip too. If you should not do anything for the first time without checking with your upline. And you're not checking with your upline for permission. You're not checking with your upline because they're your boss or anything. It's just for the simple fact that if you have an idea, there's chances that somebody might have already tried something like it or something similar to it, and they can give you input on it, whether or not it worked. And if it didn't work, what they would change if they did it next time. And if it worked, maybe they can help you and provide you with resources so that you can do the same thing. Because this business is all about duplication, and we save everything. So if you have an idea, before you go out there and reinvent the wheel, just talk to somebody else about it who's a little bit higher up than you, and maybe they'll be able to help you get started with that. Okay. Seniority means nothing. This kind of goes along with what I was saying about being able to pass the person above you. So somebody who signed up today can beat me to 5-star if they put the work in and they have the drive to do it. Someone who has been in this business, just because you've been in the business for 5 years doesn't make you have any special privileges if you're not doing anything. Like, just because you're in the business 5 years, you're not automatically 5-star. It's not how it works. You need to put the work in to gain that recognition. So if somebody is a brand new coach and they're killing it and they're, doing everything they have to do and earning rank and sponsoring emeralds and they're turning diamond, 2-star, 3-star, that's because they're putting the work in. That's not because they've been in this business for so long. Also, the most established businesses around don't have this luxury. If you think about the businesses out in the field where you're working, or maybe where you used to work or whatever, if you're working in a huge corporation, if you're in there longer, you have seniority. If you're working in a school and you're a teacher and you're there for 10 years and somebody else is there for 3 years and they have to cut a teacher because they don't have enough kids, guess who's getting cut? The one who was there for 3 years, not the one who was there for 10 years. Even if that teacher who was there for 10 years absolutely sucks, and the person who was there for 3 years is like the most dedicated person in the world and they really deserve to be there, doesn't matter. Seniority rules, you're out. That can't happen to you here. So you don't have to worry about that. Also, you don't have to wait for permission to succeed. If you're a brand new coach and you're taking this business and you're running with it, you don't have to stop because you're not experienced or you're brand new. Like, just take this business and run with it. If you have the drive and you have all the tools and you're doing all these things you're supposed to be doing and you're being successful, don't be afraid of success. If you're having success and you're a new coach, that's awesome. Don't be afraid of it. Just keep going and don't stop until you can't keep going anymore, which you can keep going forever, so don't ever stop. So you also determine your level of success and your income. This is not a job. This is your business. It's not a job. To me, it doesn't feel like a job. It just feels like, I don't know, life. It's fun. I enjoy what I'm doing. I have a lot of friends on this team, and we talk to each other every day, and we help people every day, and we get to go on trips together. Like, doesn't seem like work to me, but I don't know. People might have different ideas about what work is. So you don't work for anyone but yourself. Like I said before, your upline is not your boss. They're just your mentor, your accountability partner. If you want a raise, just go get it. You don't have to wait for a few years to get a raise, or them. You can give yourself a raise. Do you understand this? You can give yourself a raise every week if you want. If you put the work in, you can get a raise every single week. You can double your income in a month if you put the work in. What other job on the planet allows you to get a raise every week? You're lucky if you get a raise every year. And if you do, it's like 50 cents or $1. Like, it's not even comparable. And you have absolute control of where you want to go, how fast you want to get there. So nobody's holding you back. And if you feel you're being held back, the only person who's holding you back, chances are it's yourself. And you just need to do a little more personal development and really look inside yourself and develop that belief in yourself, because you can kill it in this business. Also, it's part-time, less risk. You don't have to quit your job or give up anything to do this business. There's plenty of people who do this business who work full-time jobs. Some people work 2 jobs and they do this. Some people are in school, in college, grad school. Some people have families. They have children. They work in the morning. They come home, take care of their family, and they still have time to work this business. You don't have to quit your job. It's not like I have to invest all my money in this and I'm just in case something happens. Like, no. If you were to start your own business out in the world, you wouldn't be able to start your own business and have another job. You'd have to invest your full time into that business. And what happens if that business fails? And not for nothing, but a lot of businesses, they fail in their first year. So you invested all this time and all this money in this business that you created and you fail. I mean, now what are you going to do? At least with this job, it's part-time, less risk. You can keep your full-time job and work this job until you don't have to go to that full-time job anymore, because you're making more money doing this and you're enjoying this more. Also, 100% of your effort is what's required, not 100% of your time. And it's always quality over quantity. A lot of times people say, I'm so busy, I have so much stuff to do, I don't know how I'm going to have time to do this, I have to do this, this, and this, and this. If you really take a minute and look at your schedule and look at all the things that you're doing, and if you prioritize these things, if you look at them, there's a difference between being busy and being productive. If you're busy, you could be busy doing a lot of different things that you don't need to be doing that aren't advancing your business. Or you could be productive and do the 3 vital behaviors and anything that will advance your business, and then you can do the extras. Okay? Because I know a lot of times I'm like, oh, I'm so busy, I have all these things to do, and then I sit down and I'm like, well, I mean, that's not really that important. And like, oh, yeah, I really don't have to do that right now. Like, let me just focus on the things I need to focus on. And if I look at something on my list and I say, is this going to get me where I want to be? And if I can answer no, then I don't do that. And I do the thing that will get me where I want to be. Also, residual income. Regular income, you trade your time for money. You go to work 40 hours, you get paid for those 40 hours. Residual income, you invest your time. So the time you're putting in now, in the future, or however long, or it depends on how much you put in. But the time you put in now will come back and you will get rewarded immensely for the time you're putting in now. In the beginning, it might seem like a lot. You do a lot for a little, and then later on, you do a little for a lot. So it's totally opposite of any other business out there where you have to put in a certain amount of hours every week in order to get that paycheck. If you can get all of your stuff done in 5 hours a week, hell, work 5 hours a week and get that paycheck. You don't have to put 40 hours in. If you don't have to do it, then don't. You also, eventually, you can take time off of this job. You're going to get to that point where you can leave for a week and you can come back and you're still making money. You might even be making more money than you were when you left. And that's pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. Like, if you want to go on vacation, or if you have, say you have a family emergency, and if you own a business. So say you have your own business, not Beachbody, not what we do, and you have a family emergency and you have to leave your business to your employees for a week. You can't really control what's going on there. So many things could go wrong, and you could come back and you could be in debt because of things that happen that you need to pay to fix and repair depending on what your business is. With this business, you can leave and you're still making money. And you don't have to worry about anybody messing it up for you because there's nothing to be messed up. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. And exponential growth too. So if you put 10 hours in and you get 10 people below you putting in 10 hours, you get 100 hours of work done in 10 hours. So if you don't have to do the 100-hour work week, you have other people below you who are helping you. So if you put 10 hours in and somebody else puts 10 hours in and somebody puts 8 hours in, it all adds up. You're a team. So you don't have to do everything. That would just be crazy to work 100 hours a week, because that's not why we do this. We do this because we don't want to have to work our tails off and not get paid for it. We do this because we want that freedom. We do this because we want to spend time with our families. We want to be able to do those things that we aren't able to do in a regular job. Also, when you bring someone on board with a dream and you help them achieve that, that is the greatest feeling. I can vouch for that, because she's on this call right now too, Carolyn. When I brought you on board and all the success that you're having right now, it's just like, it blows my mind, number one. And I'm just like, I don't even know how it even happened, because I know like I'm training you and like, but you're doing a lot of things on your own too, and you're just, I feel like I trained you better than I train myself sometimes. Like, I don't even know. So I'm just super proud of you. I tell you every day, though. You're probably sick of me telling you. Also, you pick your team. So how many of you like everyone you work with at your regular job?
No.
Didn't think so. So you can be as selective as you want. You could pick your friends to work with you. You could pick the people who you like. You're not going to pick someone to work with you if you don't like them. Like, that'd be stupid. And you don't have to share this opportunity with everybody. I mean, you can share the opportunity. Let me reword that. You can share the opportunity with everybody, but you, as the owner of your business, have the control of whether or not you want to work with that person. If you really click with that person and you really see that you're able to help them and they have a goal and they have a dream and they're just super passionate about this, then hell yeah, sign them up and get to work with them. But if you get to talking to somebody and you see like, this isn't really going to work out, you don't have to sign them up. they could sign up with somebody else and you don't have to feel bad about it. Also, you want to find people who are passionate, driven, and relatable to you. So you really only need a few gold ships to build a 6-figure income. I know a guy who we met in Cancun. He has 4 people below him who he calls his gold ships. And these people are people who are serious about this business. They're working the business. They're signing coaches. They're helping people rank advance. They're making that residual income. And he makes like $5,000 a week. And all he has is 4 gold ships below him. He's got a bunch of other people. Yeah, he's got a lot of other coaches. But he has 4 gold ships. That's all you need. 4 people who are really dedicated to this. And then, yeah, you can have a couple extra too, because, I mean, you can't have a full business with 4 people. But you really only need 4 really awesome people. Okay. Work equals rewards. So struggle is less painful than regret. You might be struggling now. It might be tough now, but it's better to do this now than to regret not starting a year from now. If you think of yourself a year from now and you look at yourself now, picture yourself a year from now. If you didn't hop on this opportunity right now, I guarantee a year from now you will regret it. And also, most jobs aren't based off of effort, so you're only able to earn so much. There's a cap. You have a salary. You make X amount of dollars a year. Even if you are an amazing person and you put in more work than your coworker and you're on the same salary, you still get paid the same amount of money. It doesn't matter how much work you put in and how more passionate you are than the other guy. So you're essentially, what you're doing with this opportunity, you are buying your freedom. So you're putting that time in and you're trading your time right now for your money and your freedom. Well, not money. You're not trading your time for money. You're trading your time now to be rewarded later with freedom and a whole lot of cash. Also, you can't fail. If you give, you receive. So I encourage you to give encouragement, give accountability, give support, give anything that you have that makes you different and separates you from the other coaches out there. Give that. That's what people want. They don't want the everyday. They don't want the same thing all the time. Like, they are going to be connected to you because of who you are, not because you have a 6-pack or you have like awesome biceps or whatever. Nobody cares about that. People care about you as a person and how you're going to help them. Also, it's very important to wake up every day with passion. Win your life, win your day. If you win your day every day, you're going to win your life. That's something that I forget where I heard that. Win your day. Every day you wake up and tell yourself, I'm going to win this day. And if you win that day and then you win the next day and you're winning every single day, you're winning your life. You're owning your life and you're winning at life. A few last things. So Beachbody treats us so well, like super well. I was on the Success Club trip with my upline Kelly, and it's unbelievable the amount of things that they do for you. There's like food everywhere. There's music on the beach. There's DJs. There's parties, fireworks. Everywhere you turn, there's like, they're giving you stuff. Like, it's just crazy. So they also, besides being awesome and giving us rewards for doing well and just swag, they spend over $100 million on branding and marketing. So that's money that you don't have to spend to market yourself. They kind of help you out with that. There's no sales quota. You're the only company that gives you customer service. They're the only company that markets to your customer. They give you your leads with easy qualifiers. So basically, you sign up 2 coaches, you qualify for leads, you start getting free customers. They handle all your transactions, your shipping, all of that stuff. You don't have to worry about doing any of that. They give you a professional website, a back office to track like all your business stuff. So that's one less thing you have to worry about investing in. There's no inventory, low cost, low risk. I mean, I could go on and on. Guaranteed buyback on all of the products. And I'm hearing, and the little birdie's telling me, we're going international. So eventually we'll have this huge market. So if you might think like, oh my God, there's so many coaches now, like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get anybody. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of coaches, but there's a lot of freaking people in this world. And when we start expanding and we're going to Australia or wherever else they plan on going, like, it's going to explode. And there's so many people on this planet that it's ridiculous to think that there's not enough people for you. So to end this, I think I have like probably 3 minutes at this point because I like to talk, but I have a call to action. What I want everyone to do, if you're not on this call and you're listening to the recording, I'm going to post in the team page, and I want you to do this call to action as well. What I want you to do is write out your goals. Where do you want to be 1 year from now? How much money do you want to be making? And how many coaches do you want to have in your downline? Those are just examples, but basically the 3 questions: what do you want? Where do you want to go? And how fast do you want it? Those are the 3 questions I want you to answer, actually. So what do you want? Where do you want to go? And how fast do you want it? And just show of hands, who's going to be at Summit next year on stage instead of in the audience? Woo! You better have your hand up, Carolyn. So yeah, Summit is coming up too. So a few of us are going to Summit in Nashville. It's going to be an awesome experience. So that's something that you new coaches can really look forward to, and we'll be sharing photos and videos about it when we're there. But definitely put that on your goals. Put that on your list. Write it down. I will be at Summit 2016. I don't know where it is yet, but I will be there. All right, so everyone needs to write that down because I want our whole team to be there next year. So yeah, I don't know how much time I have left, but if anyone has any questions, you can ask them now. Just unmute yourself, and then I'll post the 3 questions in our team page for everyone to do the call to action. Any questions? Marlene, Larry?
No questions. We'll talk on Friday. I guess I'm getting everything together now.
Okay, yeah, we have our getting started right on Friday. We could do that on video if you want. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I guess we could. I could try it on the computer. I've never done it on my computer, but I can sure try.
All right, cool. That'd be cool because then I could see both of you.
Larry's laugh. He said the smile I just got from him.
You have any questions? Carolyn? You're pretty set. All right, well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to end this call, but I just wanted to thank you guys for showing up tonight and just being on the call. It really means a lot to me because I take a lot of time to put these presentations together, so I appreciate you being here. And if you are listening to the recording, I appreciate you for taking the time to listen to the recording as well. Yeah, so that's our call tonight, and I'll see you in like 2 weeks when we have our next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.